delving into the billionaire space race between SpaceX and Blue Origin, including their contrasting approaches, achievements, and visions for space exploration. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have a combined net worth of over $400 billion, fueling their space ambitions. SpaceX has launched over 100 successful missions, while Blue Origin has conducted only 15 suborbital flights. Musk's Starship aims to establish a permanent human settlement on Mars, whereas Bezos's New Armstrong program targets lunar colonization. SpaceX's reusable rockets have significantly reduced launch costs, making space travel more accessible and affordable. Bezos's Blue Origin has developed a lunar lander capable of taking humans to the moon's surface, with NASA as a potential customer. Go behind the scenes of the Tower of London's Jewel House and learn the secrets of storing and protecting the priceless crown jewels. The crown jewels are worth over £3.5 billion, making them one of the most valuable collections in the world. The Jewel House at the Tower of London is protected by over 100 alarms and 24/7 CCTV surveillance. The crown jewels are kept in 23 vaults, each with its own unique combination lock and alarm system. The Queen's crown, the most iconic piece, is set with over 3,000 precious stones, including the 317-carat Cullinan II diamond. The jewels are cleaned and polished every week, using a special solution and soft brushes to prevent scratching. In times of war or crisis, the crown jewels are secretly moved to a secure location known only to a select few. Explore the fascinating history of Pepsi's logo, from its humble beginnings in the 1,890 seconds to its modern redesigns. Pepsi's first logo, created in 1898, featured the words Pepsi Cola in a distinctive script font. In the 1,940 seconds, Pepsi introduced its first bottle cap logo, which became a brand icon. The 1,960 seconds saw the introduction of the Pepsi Globe, a stylized representation of a globe. In 2003, Pepsi redesigned its logo to feature a more dynamic, swirling shape. The 2008 redesign introduced a new, more minimalist logo with a simpler color scheme. Today, Pepsi's logo is one of the most recognized brand symbols in the world, with over 40 variations. If insects were to compete in the Olympics, which ones would take home the gold in weightlifting? Insects are incredibly strong, with some species lifting up to 850 times their own body weight. The trapjaw ant can snap its jaws shut at 145 miles per hour, generating massive force. The leafcutter ant is a top contender, lifting pieces of leaf up to 50 times its own body weight. The dung beetle can pull a load of dung up to 1,141 times its own body weight, a record-breaking feat. Some species of ants can even work together to lift objects several times their own collective weight. If humans had the same strength proportionally, we could lift a small car with ease. Find out which accents are considered the most challenging for non-native speakers to master, including the Mandarin Chinese accent and the Scottish accent. Mandarin Chinese accent is considered one of the hardest to learn due to its complex tones. The Scottish accent is also notoriously difficult, with over 1,000 distinct dialects and variations. Non-native speakers struggle with the R and L sounds in many Asian languages, including Japanese and Korean. The Irish accent is tricky due to its unique intonation patterns and vowel shifts. Mastering the Russian accent requires grasping the language's distinct Cyrillic alphabet and pronunciation rules. To overcome accent challenges, experts recommend listening to native speakers and practicing speaking regularly. Join us as we explore the incredible story of a species of fish that can sleep for up to 10 years, and what scientists have learned from its remarkable ability to survive for so long. The oceanic pufferfish can sleep for up to 10 years, a remarkable survival adaptation. During this time, its metabolism slows down dramatically, conserving energy and resources. Scientists discovered this unique ability while studying the fish's habitat in Japan's deep waters. The pufferfish achieves this long sleep by drastically reducing its heart rate and oxygen intake. Researchers believe this adaptation helps the pufferfish survive periods of food scarcity and harsh environments. Studying the pufferfish's unique ability could lead to new insights into human medicine and conservation efforts. See how quickly the Oppo Find X4 Pro charges from 0 to 100% with its 65W charging capabilities compared to other flagship smartphones. The Oppo Find X4 Pro boasts 65W fast charging, one of the fastest in its class. It takes just 38 minutes to charge the Find X4 Pro from 0 to 100%. The Samsung S22 Ultra, a competitor, takes 65 minutes to reach a full charge. The iPhone 13 Pro Max, another flagship, takes around 95 minutes to fully charge. The OnePlus 9 Pro, with its 65W charging, charges at a similar speed to the Find X4 Pro. The Oppo Find X4 Pro's fast charging outpaces most flagships, making it a top choice for power users. In 2008, financier Bernie Madoff's investment scheme was exposed, revealing a massive fraud that had defrauded thousands of investors. Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme was estimated to have defrauded over 48,000 investors out of $65 billion. Madoff promised consistent returns, regardless of market conditions, to lure in investors and build trust. He targeted wealthy individuals, charities, and institutional investors, often using referrals and word of mouth. Madoff's scheme went undetected for decades, despite multiple SEC investigations and whistleblower tips. He used new investor funds to pay returns to earlier investors, creating the illusion of success. In 2009, Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, the maximum allowed, for his crimes. Relive the most intense derby matches with the most red cards, including the infamous Battle of Santiago between Chile and Italy in 1962. Derby matches are intense football rivalries between teams from the same city or region, often leading to heated confrontations. The Battle of Santiago in 1962 was a notorious derby match between Chile and Italy with multiple red cards. The match ended 2-0 in favor of Chile, but was marred by violent clashes between players and fans. A total of 4 players were sent off during the Battle of Santiago, a record at the time. Derby matches with the most red cards are often marked by intense rivalry and aggressive behavior from players. The Battle of Santiago remains one of the most infamous matches in football history, symbolizing the chaos of derby. Discover the top 5 most influential people in history who have shaped the world as we know it. Leonardo da Vinci is often considered one of the most influential people in history, excelling in art, science, and engineering. Isaac Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation, published in 1687, revolutionized modern physics and astronomy. Marie Curie's pioneering work with radioactivity led to the discovery of elements polonium and radium. Rosa Parks' courageous act of defiance on a Montgomery bus in 1955 sparked the American Civil Rights Movement. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity transformed our understanding of space, time, and gravity in the early 20th century. The collective impact of these 5 individuals has inspired countless others to innovate, create, and challenge the packs